Hello, greetings and salutations, everybody. This is Neyo, and in case you were not aware, you are watching SBTV. Keep it locked. Peace and love.
He's a super in-demand pop mastermind who's written for the likes of Rihanna, Beyonce, Whitney Houston, and even Michael Jackson. Hello, Neyo.
Hello, who are we talking about? The guy sounds kind of cool.
Yeah, he sounds alright. I know. Have you heard of this guy? He's always in the studio and stuff.
What's his name again?
I think it's Neyo.
I hate that guy.
It's really annoying.
He's a jerk.
You know what I mean?
I met him once. I met him at a Starbucks.
Did you?
Cut in front of me in line. He's a jerk.
He also always wears these weird hats and stuff.
Yeah. Something that you got in a car accident. Something weird with his head. Something. I don't
Yeah,
know.
God, it's all going
Take
on.
your darn hat off. You're not that cool.
For God's sake, Mr. Yo.
Mr. Yo.
So let's talk about your name because it's from The Matrix, right?
Yeah, that's where the name originated from. A producer friend of mine said to me once, he said, you can do things in music that regular people cannot do, much like Neo could do things in The Matrix that regular people couldn't do. So he started calling me Neo, and I hated it. I was like, that's really, really corny. Don't call me that.
Yeah.
But
Can't have been that bad though, could it?
well, I mean, I dig it now. It
Yeah.
works now. But in the beginning, I didn't like it at all.
Okay. Because you've had a phenomenal career up to this point. We first heard of you when you wrote for Mario.
Yes.
You Should Let Me Love You.
Mario's Let Me Love You, yes.
Insane. But it hasn't always been easy, has it? What about being in a boy band and living in a van?
Oh, yeah. My humble beginnings, so to speak. Right after high school, went to high school in Las Vegas, and directly after high school, like literally the next day after graduation, we hopped in my friend's van and we headed to California. And our plan was to drive to California, park our van in front of the Capitol Records building, which is a very famous building in LA, and the only building that we knew in LA. Stand on top of the van and sing until the president of Capitol Records came down and gave us a record deal.
And did that work out for you?
No, it did not. No, it didn't happen like that. We drove to California, parked the van in front of Capitol Records, got up on top of the van, sang songs, and somebody came out. It wasn't the president, it was the security guard.
Oh, yeah.
To get the hell off the property.
Oh, no.
When I put your fire with my smooth, so when I put your heat with my cool.
But you have got a motto that gets you through those hard times.
Yes.
Sexy for no reason.
Yeah. Well, that is that my motto?
Is it?
That's-
You tell me, Neo.
That is a tag of mine, Mr. SFNR, sexy for no reason, and
What does it mean?
it's basically about self-esteem, man. You know, everybody that is sexy, so to speak, has a reason they're sexy. I'm sexy because my body is nice. I'm sexy because my eyes are this. I'm sexy because forget that. I say be sexy for no reason, and in that, your sexy is whatever it is you decide it is. There is no reason that you're sexy. You're just sexy because. And anybody and everybody can be that. You can be overweight, you can be bone thin, you can be whatever. Black, white, yellow, green, brown. If there's no reason that you're sexy, then you're just damn sexy. There you go.
Got ya. So you've gone from standing on the top of vans to
Yes.
collaborating with some of the greatest musicians on the planet.
Yes.
Possibly.
Blessed and highly favored. Absolutely.
I mean, recently, let's talk. Calvin Harris. How's that?
Yes. Shout out to Calvin Harris. Calvin Harris is another of the musical geniuses that I've worked with, that I've been blessed enough to work with in my career. Great guy, too. I met Calvin Harris for the first time in Barcelona. We were doing some stuff for Shakira, actually. And, you know, he came in. The thing I love about Calvin Harris, about David Guetta, is that these guys are just regular people. You know what I mean? They're not all, I'm this DJ and look at me like I'm special. It's like I think David Guetta might have wore the same blue T-shirt for 3 days straight, and it was all good. It was like, it doesn't even matter. It's cool. I dug the fact that he did that. Like, he's not. Calvin, they're not the kind of guys that's, you know, about the jury and the fame and the glitz and the glamour. They're about the music, and I love that. So shout out Calvin Harris, shout out David Guetta. We weren't talking about you, we were talking about Calvin, but I had to throw him in there because he's a cool guy.
I mean, how about Timberland?
Yeah, huge fan of Timberland. Have been for a really long time. Got the opportunity to work with him just recently on a song. It's called Hands in the Air. And yeah, man, it's just there's something about his brain. He's could somebody answer that, please?
Hello, I think my mum might be calling. She was a bit worried about
I
me.
told her that we were going to be busy from this hour to this hour.
Oh, she's very overprotective. My
Mom,
mumsy. Leave me
come
alone.
on,
I'm trying to be professional.
I'm going to work here.
Goodness sake.
I have to pay for stuff.
You know.
I got my eyes closed, jumping up and down, baby, I'm on
Let's get back to Timberland. I
Yes.
mean, he really gave you some serious ratings in that behind the scene. He was kind of saying he was more excited about the future than this actual song, and you know, there's loads of stuff to come.
Absolutely. Like I said, I've been a fan of Tim for a really, really long time, and we've never got the opportunity to work together. The only other song that we've ever done is the song with me and Fabulous, Make Me Better. Timberland produced that track, but we didn't get in the studio and put that together. That was a track that someone told me that Timberland did, and he did. But you know, we had never met, we had never worked together before. So now that we've actually had the opportunity to get in studio and create together, it's definitely something that we plan on doing a lot more of. So yeah.
So possibly one of your most famous collaborators that we sadly never really got to hear the fruits of your labour.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson.
Yes, may he rest in peace. Yeah.
How was that?
In a word, the most difficult sessions I've ever done.
Really?
We never got the opportunity to get in studio together, me and Mike. Sorry, we met one time. We sat and talked about what he wanted the music to sound like, how excited he was about the new album. And the setup was, he told me to go and just put together some stuff and send it to him, you know, because he was moving around doing other stuff. I was moving around doing other stuff. So every week or so, I would send him 3 or 4 records, you know, ideas, and he would call me on my cell phone and go, you know, I really like number 3. I think the hook could be a little stronger on number 2. Scrap number 1. You know, just critique the records for me. And his motto was always just sweet and simple. You know, he loved melody, but as far as lyrically, he didn't want it to be too complicated. He wanted people to understand what was being said, understand what the songs were about. So I honestly feel like the whole process made me a better songwriter, to be honest with you.
Things I gotta take care of. That's when you wrap them legs around me, and I fall victim to that lazy love.
So tell me a little bit about your other new single, Lazy Love, because you seem like a guy that gets a lot done.
Lazy Love, yes. Lazy Love is the first single off of my forthcoming album. It's entitled Red, R-E-D, Realizing Every Dream. And
I like your accent today.
Thank you. I'm trying. I'm trying it on.
Very, very posh and
you.
important.
Rather. The whole trick is to keep your teeth closed as you talk. You can talk like this.
Got
That's how it
you.
works.
Lovely.
Keep your teeth closed.
Clenched.
Clenched, so to speak. Lazy Love. Sorry, you're silly. Lazy Love is a song about being with a person. I'm gonna keep this very PG-13. Being with a person whose company you enjoy so much that it literally makes you lazy. The rest of the world doesn't exist. You know, it's 10 o'clock and then you were supposed to be to work at 8 and you don't even give a damn. Your boss is calling and you don't care because you're just that much in love, lust, whatever it is you want to call it with this person that nothing else exists. And you literally become lazy. You just want to lay around all day long with this person.
Doing what exactly? Playing board games? Or?
Playing board games or, you know, balancing your checkbook. That works.
Got ya. Accounting.
Accounting, watching television.
Oh, it's really sweet when you've got a good friend,
Always
isn't
some
it?
good stuff to watch on TV, you know, video games.
Yep. Oh,
Huge
nice.
video game fan.
Lazy love. You got that I don't wanna, that I don't wanna do now. You got that lazy love.
The video, we had a couple options with what we wanted to do with the video. We said we could either go with the story of the song, or we can make it, you know, kind of artsy and weird and make a video that had nothing to do with the record. And I didn't want to do that. I wanted it to be easy to understand, easy to get. You see the video, you hear the song, you know exactly what it's about, and that's what it is. You know what I mean? This is again what Mike was telling me. Sweet and simple.
Got ya.
Yeah, so it was a very sweet and simple video for a very sweet and simple song.
I hear you. Well, thank you so much for sharing so much about your career so far.
Not a problem.
And I'll see you next time.